So you want to become an Eshay in Minecraft, eh? Well, here's the origin for you. Now, I ought to give you guys a bit of context, especially if you don't live in Australia. The urban definition of an Eshay is the name given to those small dickheads who seem to think they are top shite, and is one of the most Australian slang terms you'll ever see. These people are everywhere, wearing expensive designer clothes, yet don't actually have a proper job, and are only getting payments off of welfare. It's absolutely hilarious, and here's an origin on it. So here's another meme origin for April Fools. Starting off with the first ability, you have a pocket knife. Being an Eshay, you always carry a pocket knife with you to stab random people who look at you weird, and of course you bring drugs along with you. Basically, you spawn with an iron sword named the pocket knife that is enchanted to the point where it will do 9 damage per hit. It's pretty good to start off with, and you also have an uncraftable potion too. The uncraftable potion of which will give you nausea for a minute, so I don't recommend drinking it, but I mean you can if you want to. I mean you are an Eshay, of course. Next we have black lungs. As an Eshay you smoke almost 24/7, so you run out of breath pretty quickly. Hunger. Basically you're going to want to keep a bunch of food on you at all times because your hunger is going to go down a lot quicker than what the average player will be. Roughly about a minute of sprinting around I was already at half hunger, despite the fact that I was at maximum saturation from before. But next you have cancer. As you do drugs and drink alcohol and of course smoke 24/7, you're dying of cancer. Also 5 less hearts. You've got half the health of the average player, so not only does your hunger go down quicker, you also have half the health. I don't know why you want to use this origin, but I mean we're here I guess. Next we have Arson. Being an Eshay, you're used to fire, seeing you tend to commit a ton of arson. I don't know who thought it was a great idea to give Eshays the ability to start a fire, but now here we are, they're starting fires and somehow they're immune to fire damage. Next is your primary ability. I have no idea why it's the second last thing on this origin, but it's your primary ability. Beat up random people. Because you're an absolute dickhead, you take off your shirt and beat the living shite out of someone random. Strength 5, speed 2, resistance 1 for 10 seconds. I don't know why I liked it so much. This origin is such jokes, but hey, with this ability you can go over and beat up your local elderly group because you're too afraid to pick on someone your own size. Who am I kidding? Eshays are dumb enough to try and pick on someone who's 10 times bigger than stronger than them. Then we have the sequel to that ability, which is your secondary ability, still called beat up random people. You take an awful amount of drugs and trip balls for 15 seconds. Basically, you get 15 seconds worth of nausea and blindness with jump boost and resistance with a 30 seconds buff on top of that one. Anyhow, check out the villager origin video which is on screen now, and until next time guys, bye bye!